For someone who so badly wants privacy, it's such an intimate video to share with the world. But
that's fine, I'll go it alone. Just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Life that's happening behind the scenes. I'm just grateful that now, being back on social as well, I have a place where I can share it on my own terms.
What was meant to be a sweet, quirky moment turned into a PR disaster of royal proportions. Meghan Markle thought she was showing the world a fun, light-hearted side when she posted a video of herself dancing in a hospital room.
Drop it down, low. Do the baby mama when I step out on the top. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, hit the
And now you've written all about it in your new book, Where? Yes, that's right, friend.
Drop it down, low. Drop it down, low.
We want privacy! We want privacy!
Visibly pregnant and beaming with confidence. But what the internet saw wasn't charm, it was chaos. The clip, originally shared through low-key fan accounts like Royals Unfiltered, quickly made the rounds, with users asking if it was a parody or a publicity stunt. Meghan, dressed like she was headed to Coachella, appeared to be twerking, with a baby bump in front of a bemused Prince Harry. Within hours, TikTok was ablaze with remixes and duets. Memes flooded timelines with captions like, "When you're 9 months pregnant, but the club still calls," and "Duchess or Dance Challenge." Instead of going viral for the right reasons, the video sparked widespread cringe. Even major gossip outlets like Deuxmoi and TMZ chimed in, amplifying the moment with brutal side-by-side comparisons to Cardi B, but without the cool factor. Behind the scenes, industry whispers got louder. Studios that were once open to Markle's brand reportedly hit pause. Producers already wary of backlash fatigue began distancing themselves. One anonymous exec put it bluntly, "Nobody wants a circus attached to their project." Meghan's relatable moment had unintentionally become a cautionary tale. And just when the noise seemed to settle, South Park caught wind and turned embarrassment into entertainment.
The couple have been begging for privacy, and South Park has done a parody of this, and apparently it has really upset Meghan Markle.
But in case you missed it, Meghan Markle is back drawing attention to this video that she posted. She appeared as a guest on the Aspire with Emma Grede podcast, where she said the video is really a great reminder of how authentic she is.
When Meghan's hospital room dance went viral for all the wrong reasons, most people laughed and moved on, but not South Park. For creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone, this was gold, real-life absurdity just begging to be animated. According to insider chatter, first reported by the Daily Beast, the moment they saw the footage, the wheels started turning. Within days, the episode concept was reportedly in motion, and what emerged may be one of their sharpest takedowns yet. The episode, cheekily titled "Respect Our Pregnancy," doesn't just lampoon Meghan and Harry, it rips through the carefully curated image they've spent years crafting.
It's so funny, too, that you keep calling me Meghan. You know, it's Megan now.
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
Markle, who's broken her silence on that infamous twerking video. We all saw her heavily pregnant twerking. She posted it on Instagram and got, I think, a backlash she wasn't expecting.
The premise? A wildly exaggerated, completely unhinged version of Meghan trying to shoot a pregnancy documentary that's part social justice PSA, part dance battle, and 100% delusional. Meanwhile, Harry plays the clueless sidekick turned revolutionary, yelling slogans without quite knowing what they mean. From the very first scene, it's clear no one's getting spared. The show dives headfirst into the contradictions that have made the couple tabloid magnets, asking for privacy while launching media empires, claiming victimhood while cashing multi-million-dollar deals, and projecting relatability while dancing in designer clothes in a hospital room. It's brutal and hilarious and unmistakably South Park.
We want privacy! We want privacy! All right, thanks for having us on the show.
If it's truly what we want, then we really can get away from it all.
No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life.
But what really stings is how close it all hits to reality. The parody is so on point, so surgically crafted, that viewers aren't just laughing, they're wondering if the cartoon somehow knows more than the press. This wasn't just a joke, it was a mirror, and the reflection? Not exactly flattering. The episode opens in classic South Park fashion, absurd, exaggerated, and just close enough to reality to make you wince. Meghan's cartoon counterpart bursts into a school board meeting, dramatically pitching her important project about pregnancy awareness. She's glam, glowing, and wildly out of touch, insisting that what the world needs now is a fabulous docuseries that shows how hard and fierce pregnancy really is. Of course, Cartman immediately hijacks the project, appointing himself director, stunt coordinator, and artistic visionary. The filming spirals fast. Meghan's character arrives on set in full glam, baby bump protruding like a beach ball, ready to twerk for the camera in what she calls an empowering moment. Cartman, wearing a Darth Vader helmet and dragging in smoke machines and questionable fireworks, insists on turning the documentary into a cinematic epic. Kyle, ever the moral compass, pleads for sanity, calling it disrespectful. But no one's listening, especially not Harry, who shows up mid-shoot shouting, "Respect our pregnancy," like he's leading a revolution. Then comes the punchline. As Meghan dances, the fake belly slips out and rolls across the floor. Everyone freezes. Kyle whispers, "Wait, is she even pregnant?" But Cartman's already too far gone, barking orders for another take and demanding more firecrackers. It's not just funny, it's ruthless. Every beat skewers the performative activism, the constant contradictions, and the influencer-like branding of the couple's public image. The satire lands not because it's exaggerated, but because it's familiar. The episode doesn't invent the chaos, it simply reflects it, frame by frame. As the episode aired and clips flooded social media, Meghan's camp reportedly sprang into full crisis mode. According to sources cited by Page 6 and Entertainment Tonight, her team scrambled to do damage control before the internet could fully devour the parody. Behind the scenes, top-tier PR consultants were allegedly brought in, emergency calls were made, and rumours swirled that legal action was being considered. The goal? To get the episode pulled before it gained traction. But they were too late. The internet had already seized it. The irony? Meghan trying to silence the satire only made it spread faster. Every attempt to bury the story added fuel to the fire. Within 24 hours, hashtags like twerking Duchess and respect our pregnancy were trending worldwide. TikTok creators reenacted the pillow drop moment. Twitter threads broke down every frame. And Reddit, as always, turned the episode into a full-blown cultural case study. As for legal threats, insiders say Meghan's team floated the idea of suing, but quickly hit a wall. South Park isn't new to controversy. They've taken on religious leaders, tech moguls, politicians, even Tom Cruise. And every time, they've walked away untouched. Protected by US free speech laws and decades of precedent, Parker and Stone operate with a level of legal invincibility that few in entertainment enjoy. Instead of backing down, they doubled down. As fans laughed, lawyers shook their heads, and Meghan's advisors tried to control the narrative, South Park reminded everyone why it's still the sharpest scalpel in satire, and this time, the blade cut deep. Once the episode hit airwaves, the internet did what it does best, turned chaos into content. Within hours, TikTok was packed with side-by-side edits comparing Meghan's real hospital dance video to South Park's animated version. Creators reenacted the twerking scene, added dramatic soundtracks, and stitched their own takes onto the parody's most outrageous moments. One viral video, edited like a cinematic trailer, racked up millions of views with the caption, "When satire hits too close to home." Twitter wasn't far behind. Users flooded timelines with stills from the episode, adding biting commentary like, "South Park said what the palace wouldn't," and "You wanted privacy, now you've got prime time." Even Meghan's defenders found themselves caught between laughing and cringing, unsure whether to be offended or impressed by the accuracy. The hashtag #RespectOurPregnancy trended globally for nearly 2 days, while older clips of Meghan and Harry's interviews resurfaced under a whole new lens of irony. Meanwhile, YouTube exploded with reaction videos, commentary channels, gossip breakdowns, and even media critics posted hour-long dissections of the episode, connecting every animated jab to real-life headlines. For a generation raised on viral spectacle, this wasn't just a cartoon, it was a cultural event. Reddit, of course, dove deeper. Entire threads analysed whether South Park had gone too far, or if it had simply held up a mirror to the royal couple's contradictions. The overwhelming consensus? Meghan and Harry had officially lost control of the narrative, and South Park had just taken the crown. For a couple so obsessed with controlling their narrative, Meghan and Harry couldn't have scripted a worse outcome. What began as a bizarre bid for relatability, a twerking dance in a hospital room, spiraled into a parody so ruthless, so unrelenting, that it broke through the PR walls they've built for years. The episode didn't just mock them, it redefined them in the public eye. No amount of Netflix docuseries, podcast monologues, or staged interviews could compete with a 20-minute animated takedown that felt more honest than their entire brand. And here's the kicker. All the outrage, the legal threats, the behind-the-scenes panic only amplified the spectacle. Meghan's attempts to stop the episode gave it free marketing. Her rumoured legal team became a punchline. In trying to shut down the joke, she made it the headline. Suddenly, people who hadn't watched South Park in years were tuning in just to see what the fuss was about. The cartoon didn't just mock their privacy campaign, it became the defining moment of it. Meanwhile, Parker and Stone, probably laughing somewhere untouched by lawsuits, trending on every platform and watching viewership numbers soar. For all the millions spent on image rehab, nothing could protect Meghan and Harry from a satirical mirror that reflected exactly what the world had been side-eyeing all along. The question now isn't whether South Park went too far, it's whether Meghan and Harry can ever reclaim the spotlight, or if the internet has already decided they're better as punchlines than protagonists.